Hello everyone, this is your petite INFJ Doctor and you're back again in Alice and Medical Land. Okay, today I'm going to share how I passed my PLAB 1 in one go. And please take this with a grain of salt as it may or may not apply to you. My first tips and tricks would be first knowing your own learning style. Some of us might benefit from reading and making cards or flashcards, and I know some of my friends who learn better by using post-its, while I personally like to write my own notes and go through the notes like to review the materials 1 to 2 months prior to the exam. So first, know your own learning style and stick to it. Second is to actually schedule your own study timeline. For example, if you want to subscribe to question banks and you'd like to finish it or at least go through it 3 times, then you know how to calculate your time based on the basis of 3 times. For example, the exam is in another 3 months, you want to do it 3 times and probably spend like the last month to go through all your notes. Then the first 2 months you have to divide it 60 days divide by 3, so you need to finish all of the question banks in 20 days, repeat it 3 times and start revising all the notes in the last month. That is just for the example. So second is to actually schedule your own study timeline. But okay, the third one is subscribing to a question bank. For me personally, I use 3 different question banks. My first and I think the most crucial one is PLAB. I'm sure you all must have heard of it before. PLAB, it came with question banks. I think there are more than at least 2,000 of questions that you can go through on your own study time. And also they have GEM, which is like visual notes that you can actually go through, and it's pretty useful as well. In my year, it was £35, but I surely believe that it worth the money. Second is past medicine. I bought it for £15 and I think it's quite useful because it gave me like a brief explanation of the question or the topic that the question was talking about. So I think it gave me like more varied questions in a way. And the third is past tests. I subscribed it for £8, but unfortunately I was not able to actually finish the question bank. But I think the plus point regarding past tests is that it has comprehensive explanations regarding each of the disease or drug that is being discussed. So take a look at each of the question banks. I heard other question banks as well, such as PLAB Revision, but those 3 are the ones that I personally subscribe to. So okay, take it with a grain of salt. And my 4th tips and tricks would be when you actually get to read the question, please read the question first, like the last sentence, and before you read the prompt, because you can actually save your time by directly answering the question. Some questions don't need you to read the prompts because it's kind of like straightforward. So I really suggest you to read the question first before reading the prompt. And there goes my 5th point, which is to learn how to read the questions properly. Please be careful and highlight things such as gender, age, like the keywords in the prompts. Gender, age, contraindication, drug interaction. Those things are pretty common in PLAB and you don't want to miss it. and understanding the key terms or keywords might actually help you answer the question properly. The next would be repeating the questions that you answered wrong, and review the gem of PLAB and review the papers as well in the last 1 to 2 months of your exam or preparation. It would be very, very helpful. And also don't forget to subscribe on the mock test. I believe PLAB has one. I actually subscribed to the mock test itself, and beside PLAB, I also bought PLAB 1 keys for their mock test. Now we go to the more practical steps of the preparation. If you are having your PLAB 1 in another country with different time zone, please make sure that you reach that country not 1 to 2 days before. Ideally, if there is like a significant gap in the time zone, I would suggest you to actually adjust your body to the local time zone in the area, because the last thing that you want to do in your PLAB 1 is to get jet lag and not being able to perform as what you've actually prepared. So please don't forget about that, and sleep properly before 2 to 3 days of your exam. In the last 2 to 3 days of your exam, sleep earlier, get rested so you can focus on reading the questions and prompts properly. And as far as I know, you are allowed to bring snacks or clear water bottle inside the exam venue, so you don't if you think that you're gonna be hungry in the middle of doing the exam, don't worry about that. Just stock yourself with snack bars or fruits. I would suggest not to bring things that could make you go to the toilet easily, such as coffee or tea. Maybe water would be enough, okay? And lastly, I know that some people benefit from reading textbooks such as Oxford Handbook of Clinical Medicine, etc. Well, I personally use these resources in PLAB 2 since I didn't have that much time to prepare for my PLAB 1, but it's just to share. This is how I passed PLAB 1 in one shot. So I hope all the tips and tricks that I've shared in this video is helpful for you. I think this is it for today. I hope it's helpful for you, and please show your support to this channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. And I'll see you again. And this is it from Alice in Medical Land.